Ohio Governor Mike DeWine has to say.
How much would you spend on a loved one? Find out how much the rest of the country is spending for Valentine's Day.
Elaine Maxwell appeared for a virtual deposition Monday morning. Find out what was said and more at Kent Stater TV at 6 o'clock starts right now.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Monday Newscast. I'm Lila Schaefer-Hughes.
And I'm Amanda Nichelle. Thank you for joining us.
Governor Mike DeWine is closing schools in Springfield, Ohio earlier today due to bomb threats. The governor said that Clark County received a bomb threat around 8 a.m. this morning. The threat was made in reference to Haitian immigrants. There has also been threats towards the Ohio State House, the Ohio Chamber of Commerce, Marion City Schools, and Columbus City Schools. Here's what Governor DeWine has to say.
County offices in Clark County began receiving bomb threats, talking about pipe bombs. These are threats that also referenced Haitians. There was the whole essence of the threats were the Haitians should be out, get rid of the Haitians. These are similar to bomb threats that have been received in other states, in other locations. Similar type rhetoric. I have no idea if it's the same people, but it's a similar type.
A man was rushed to a local hospital after being stabbed on an RTA bus in downtown Cleveland. RTA spokesperson Robert Field said the victim and suspect got into an altercation. Cleveland EMS says the 24-year-old is in stable condition. They have not yet released his name. Since then, the suspect has been taken into custody with police. A name has not yet been released.
A man was found dead and one unconscious just outside a North Olmsted home. They were returning home after a night out when, according to detectives, Rob, a 61-year-old man, and Donald, a 66-year-old man, fell on the driveway and lost consciousness. Police say both men are believed to have been outside for more than 11 hours before being found. Donald was transported to university hospitals while Rob was pronounced dead at the scene. Here's something to cheer you up. Sunnier days are ahead for Northeast Ohio.
That's right. Even with the past few freezing days and more snow coming, Cleveland will gain 69 minutes of daylight in February and a high of 42 degrees by the end of the month.
For more on all things happening up in the air, we go to KSTV meteorologist Casey Baylog. Hi, Casey.
Hi guys, welcome to this Monday's weather forecast. And it seems that we will be getting more signs of spring, especially with the slowly amount of more sunlight. So let's get into our statewide map. Up in Cleveland, up by the lake, we have about 28, and also Akron area, where near us in Kent, we're sitting also about a similar 28 degrees. But as we go down more south in Cincinnati, they're sitting at a nice 44 degrees, and as we go to Pittsburgh area, they are nice 30 degrees, so slightly warmer than us, but we are still in the realm of winter temperatures. As we have a closer look, so as we're trying to get a closer look, here we go, county temperatures up, like I said, right against the lake, sitting about 28, 30 degrees, and right down south, even a little chillier with about 27 degrees, still very cold, and also in the west, similar amount, 27 degrees, not a lot of variation around Ohio right now. And as we look into the hourly right now, we're sitting about 23 degrees, and there's not going to be a lot of change in the next few hours. We will end the night with only about a degree warmer, and no chances of snow though throughout the night. It is less than a 10% chance, so nothing new, Nothing crazy to look out for the rest of your day, but stay tuned for the rest of your forecast for the rest of the week. Back to you guys at the desk.
The search for Nancy Guthrie is going on to its second week.
And the deadline set for a ransom of $6 million is drawing closer.
CNN reporter Leah Wildman has the latest details on the search.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her.
Outside of the home of Nancy Guthrie, her community is coming together, laying candles and flowers. Guthrie's possible abductor or abductors are believed to have sent purported ransom notes threatening her life if a demand for $6 million is not met by 5 p.m., according to CNN affiliate KGUN. A first demand deadline reportedly passed last week. KGUN reported the ransom note included a threat to Guthrie's life. Her children, Savannah, Annie, and Cameron, posted a third video over the weekend pleading for their mother's return.
This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
Every kidnapping I've worked has been the same. They want their money, they want to stay anonymous, and so that is what's going on. And the family is stating, hey, we'll give you the money, just show us our mother.
Law enforcement officials were at Nancy Guthrie's home Monday morning. This weekend, they were seen examining a septic tank nearby. The Pima County Sheriff's Department said the investigation is ongoing in multiple locations, and they will guard the 84-year-old's home at the request of her family. So far, no suspects or persons of interest have been identified. Authorities are still asking for tips and information.
In the background, nothing stops. They're still getting leads, they're still getting tips, and they still have their own investigative avenues where they're learning a bit more each day as they dig into this.
I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Patient visitation remains closed at Cleveland Clinic Akron General Hospital following a water main break over the weekend on Saturday. A 12-inch water line burst across the street from the emergency room. General visitation and outpatient appointments were canceled, and ambulances were diverted. As of Monday, appointments and ambulances have returned to normal. As for visitations, visitors have to call and check what expectations are allowed before going in. Ghislaine Maxwell appeared for a virtual deposition at the House Oversight Committee on Monday, but instead of answering questions, she opted to plead the Fifth.
Maxwell was an accomplice of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, and in 2021 was convicted for sex trafficking a minor along with other charges.
As expected, Ghislaine Maxwell took the Fifth and refused to answer any questions. This obviously is very disappointing. We had many questions to ask about the crimes she and Epstein committed, as well as questions about potential co-conspirators. We sincerely want to get to the truth of the American people and justice for the survivors. That's what this investigation is about.
Jess Michaels, an Epstein survivor, has come out to talk about the treatment victims of Jeffrey Epstein have been receiving,
and the difference between the quality of treatment given to convicted criminals and victims.
They've protected predators, convicted pedophiles like Ghislaine Maxwell, infinitely more than they have done for survivors and victims of Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, in the largest global sex trafficking ring in history. I call her the second sweetheart deal, because really, why should a convicted pedophile and sex offender be in a cushy prison right now when she should be in a maximum security prison as determined by law? That's not me deciding that. That's what the law says.
British police are looking into investigating the King's brother, Prince Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, due to allegations of his Epstein connection. A report from an anti-monarch group claims that he shared confidential reports with Jeffrey Epstein. Former Prince Andrews has yet to comment, but denied wrongdoing to previous Epstein allegations. American lawmakers are calling on King Charles to take action on his brother more than just stripping him of his royal title.
Here is what Representative Brokena had to say.
Well, the king has to answer what he knew. what he knew about Andrew. And just stripping Andrew of a title is not enough. I mean, Andrew needs to come before our committee and start answering questions. I mean, look, if you have allegations of raping a young girl, I don't think the appropriate punishment is you no longer get to be a prince. There's got to be more than that.
Good for teenagers and a relief for parents, Lyft comes up with a new transportation option to get teens to a location safely.
Have this Super Bowl hangover bug?
Super Bowl
A
Sunday.
developing case right after the Sunday Super Bowl. What's being done to make the day after the Super Bowl a holiday?
Is this even real?
You're spending less, so...
Yeah? We'll just buy it again?
Smart kids.
Who are you? Or what are you?
Hey, I was wondering if you guys wanted any... OMG, it's McGruff!
Yes, I am.
He's not my Uncle McGruff, the crime dog. He's an imposter. He's a fake.
Oh! I am McGruff, the crime dog. He is the fake. And so is that controller you're holding. It's gonna break. And that, Pops...
could blow up in your face!
That's right, Scruff. Let's take a bite out of crime together and protect ourselves against fakes. Like him.
Who says you're not the fake?
Dude, you're literally missing an arm.
You are smart kids. You're smart. Buy smart.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. We lost Leo when he was only 19, killed by fentanyl he didn't even know he was taking. He was my heart, my son.
My grandson. I wish you could have met him. Such a beautiful young man. Kind, smart, funny, sweet, a great kid.
Go to ladrfoundation.org to join us in the fight against fentanyl.
Thank you.
After a great game over the
Tomorrow's
weekend,
news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Your community.
Your stories.
The weekend, some people are still not ready to go back to work.
Anna Marie Kula brings us more details on the day after what the Super Bowl had for some.
Thanks, guys. That's right. Americans across the country have caught the Super Bowl bug and are missing work. For more on how this is affecting U.S. workplaces, CNN's Michael Shurida has more.
Super Bowl Sunday have you wanting to call a timeout?
Nobody wants to work the Monday after the biggest game in football.
Nonprofit Super Monday Off Coalition is trying to make this idea a reality.
Wait, seriously?
Yes, seriously.
Advocating to make the day after the big game a national holiday.
What if we could pass some coffee runs? Hard pass.
This effort is supported by goods and food delivery company GoPuff, donating to the cause and urging customers to sign a petition and contact elected officials.
We saw that our customers, the biggest two categories on the day after the Super Bowl are electrolyte drinks and water. We know they're looking for a sense of recovery. We know they're looking for a day off in some capacity.
A feeling apparently shared by many. A survey from UKG, a leading HR, payroll, and workforce management company, found that this year, an estimated 26.2 million American workers plan to miss work the Monday after the Super Bowl.
That leads to $5.2 billion in lost productivity.
UKG's Julie Devlin says whether it becomes a holiday or not, the message is clear.
The Super Bowl is really just the headline. The real story is, how do workplaces handle predictable disruptions all year long?
Devlin says companies should prepare with employees for big sports and pop culture events, especially routine ones like the Super Bowl. Also, making it easy to request time off or swap shifts can help lead to less disruption.
What we're trying to prevent here is that ghosting piece. We don't want employees just not showing up.
I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
The Cleveland Metro Parks are planning to hire 1,000 people for multiple seasonal roles. The Metro Parks is hosting its annual job fair on Saturday, March 7th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Stillwater Place. Candidates must be 16 or older to apply, and some positions even allow a 40-hour work week. You can find more information on the Cleveland Metro Parks employment site. Americans may feel optimistic about the job market, but their finances show something different. According to new data from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, multiple Americans share that they are doing worse financially than a year ago, which is the highest level in over 2 years. The report also found increased worry as more Americans anticipate that their financial circumstances will decline. The National Retail Federation predicts that Americans will spend $20 billion for Valentine's Day. According to a survey taken by the NRF, shoppers are spending about $200 on gifts. Those include gifts for romantic partners, family members, children's classmates, teachers, co-workers, and even pets. Some popular gifts for Valentine's Day are candy, flowers, cards, a night out, and jewelry. Teenagers are getting new options to catch a lift. The company Lyft announced Lyft Teen will create a secure and low-cost option for parents to get their kids from location to location. Lyft said drivers that meet the highest standards, including background checks, clean driving records, and positive feedback history, will be the only ones allowed to drive. Teens only verified accounts on Lyft can make teen profiles. Parents can also watch their child's location live. This option began Monday in Atlanta, New York, and over 200 other locations in the U.S. For KSTV, I'm Amory Chula.
Keeping you informed and ahead of the storm, this is your KSTV weather.
The weather during the Super Bowl wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. In the Sunshine State, it's always sunny in California.
Yeah, but you know, with the cold weather here in Ohio, wouldn't it be fun to have a snow game next year? All right, but with that, let's look at the rest of Ohio's weather for the next few days. All right, but as we got today, obviously we hit a high of 29 degrees, and we even saw a little bit of sun for today. I know for me personally, it was a little bit jarring to see it with all this reflecting it off the snow, but it was nice to see. And as we look into tomorrow, oh my gosh, we hit a high of 50 degrees, and we'll see some more sun. Also, there will be only a little bit of wind, so overall it should be a really nice day, and later in the night we will see a waning gibbous, so a little bit of the moon. And as we look into the rest of the week, obviously today, not a lot of chance of snow, and like I said earlier, a little bit of sun, and also around the week, besides tomorrow, we'll be only into the low mid-20s, but tomorrow, despite the low of 28, we get a nice 50 degree temperature, And while it's still chilly for the rest of the remaining week, at the end we do get up into the highs of 40, so maybe this is the little bit of peak with the more sun. So stay warm, and hopefully you guys get outside and enjoy the new sun, the sun that is coming out. But yeah, typical Ohio weather for you, and that is all I have for you on this chilly Monday, but stay tuned for all things weather here at the Kent Stater. For KSTV, I'm Casey Baylog.
Did the rematch of Super Bowl 49 live up to the hype? How was the Northeast Ohio represented? All of the burning questions next.
You all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. Yeah. One quick thing I want to remind you guys.
Where do I go now?
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused, fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Quite interesting, especially the halftime show.
The halftime show was so good. I really liked it. What did you think about it?
It really surprised me when Lady Gaga came out and she started dancing, doing that salsa dance.
I was not expecting that. And all the famous people sitting in that house, that was so nice. But for more about the Super Bowl, here's Trent Branchen.
Hi guys, I'm Trent Branchen, and happy Super Bowl Monday to those who celebrate. I got lots of Super Bowl news, so let's get right into it. The biggest football game of the year had major Ohio connections. Seahawks tight end A.J. Barner attended Aurora High School, which is right here in Portage County. And also, Seahawks defensive back Kobe Bryant is also an Ohio native, graduating from Glenville High School. Also, the coach on the Patriots, Mike Vrabel, graduated from Walsh Jesuit. Well, the Browns might not have made the Super Bowl, but Northeast Ohio still made it. Looking into some highlights. Kicker lines it up, kicks it. The kick is good. 33-yard attempt. Seahawks get on the board early with a kick from Jason Myers. Let's take a look at beautiful Super Bowl 60. On third down, Drake May drops back with no time to breathe, gets sacked by Devon Witherspoon. He hits a nice little cast and reel celebration. Sam Darnold drops back, scans the field, gives it to Walker. Walker makes a man miss, goes up the field, and gets the first down and more. Sam Darnold takes a snap, fakes the handoff, looks, finds wide open A.J. Barner in the end zone for a touchdown. Making the score 18-0. Drake May drops back, tries to make something happen, throws it up to Matt Collins, grabs it, touchdown from 35 yards. Drake May drops back again, is hit hard. It is scooped up by Ochai Anunoby. He's taking it all the way for the touchdown, making it 28-13 final score. The Kent State men's basketball team lost a nail-biter Saturday against Southern Mississippi, 65-66. Senior forward Delreco Gillespie led the way for the Flashes, scoring 15 points and grabbing 9 rebounds. Senior forward D.H.I. Benet led the way for the Southern Mississippi, scoring 17 points and to go along with 7 rebounds. They get a chance to bounce back this Wednesday at home against Eastern Michigan. The Cleveland Cavs played away in Sacramento this past Saturday. The Cavs won the close game amid a fourth quarter comeback, 132-126. James Harden made his debut for the Cavaliers, scoring 23 points and had 8 assists, starting his career with the Cavs 1-0. Donovan Mitchell, a.k.a. Spida, also went off, scoring 35 points. And the Cavs play again tonight in Denver at 9 o'clock.
The Super Bowl.
I know, pretty crazy Super Bowl. Can't believe we got a matchup of Super Bowl 49 rematch.
But it did not live up to the hype, like you said.
It did not, sadly. But, you know, Super Bowl's always a good day for everybody. Hang out with family and friends, eat some good food.
And
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
thank you for tuning in on your Monday evening. For more stories in your community, be sure to check out kentstater.com. I'm Lila Schaefer-Hughes.
And tune in at 8 p.m. for a new episode of Sports Corner. I'm Amanda Nichelle. Have a good night, Portage County.
Out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Hey, I'm worried about your parents. We need to show them how to spot phishing emails.
Agreed, the scammers are out of control.
Plus, help them add multi-factor authentication.
Yes, we use MFA at work and it's great. Software update? Done. Time to celebrate.
For more information on how to keep yourself and those you care about safe online, go to cisa.gov/secure our world.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
I know kids worry about a lot of things.
Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.